you've got county manager Glynn Hooper and the young man who scored how many goals today, Matt?
4.
Matt Buchan with 4 goals. First of all, Matt, that free kick to start the proceedings off, tremendous curler.
Well, it was Ed Harrison, really. I was going to go over the wall, but Ed goes, pin it at the keeper, aim the keeper's side, so I thought, I'll have a go.
And then, of course, the second one from the penalty spot. Any nerves before you had to take it? Because there's a little bit of a hold-up, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah, it's agonising. I had to wait ages. Josh, I don't know how he is, and Clinchard, but yeah, keeper was getting in my head a bit. But yeah, I changed my mind last second, so I always go right. I've never gone left in my life. But last second I saw him a little dip his shoulder, so I put it the other way.
As a striker, Glynn Hooper would surely have told you, don't change your mind.
Yeah, I don't listen to him.
Yeah, no, he doesn't listen, and no, you don't change your mind. But I've got to say, I can roll back the years, and my last goal here was in that one there with a penalty, and I changed my mind at the last moment, and it bobbled in a bit like his did today.
Bobbled in, but let's move on. We won't hold that. You went in half-time, 3-0 up. What did the manager say to you guys?
Well, it's more just we've done the hard work. Now we just got to be solid, hold it out, be big and strong. Because these are tough. Lancashire have always been known for their physicality, so we just need to hold out, which I thought we did quite well.
You went on to get another penalty.
Yeah, through Josh Otto, I believe.
I have to say that challenge came out of nowhere, really. No need to tackle Josh.
Getting away from goal a bit.
And that one went straight down the middle, didn't it? That penalty.
Yeah, not meaningful, but.
But under a bit of pressure, Lancashire came back. Glynn, when it came back to 4-2, were there any thoughts that, oh dear?
Yeah, of course. They were the better side second half. I thought the side they finished with was a very, very strong side. The 4 and 8 dominated second half against us. Putting another player up front really helped them as well. The 9 played well, I thought, for him today. Held the ball up and he had that little bit of support. So at 4-2, to get that 5th one, I think you'll see from the reaction from everyone on the bench, it was an important goal because I think there was about 13 minutes left, roughly, when we did get that 5th. So yeah, the nerves were there because it was a big occasion for the lads.
But you changed it around slightly before that 5th, didn't you? You brought off Jack Webber and, well, you made a host of changes.
Yeah, just Cam Turner needed to come off due to just coming back from injury, and we knew he couldn't probably play 90. Tyler Oliver just come back as well from injury, so between those two we had to manage it. And Jack's had a fabulous few months. Last 32 in the country at the national side, and today I said to him, go out there and show everyone that's what you're about. And perhaps today wasn't his day, and I wanted him to work through it, and I just felt we needed an old head in there to finish it, in Ed Harrison, who play him at right back, play him at centre half, play him at centre mid, does a job. And Ollie got a little bit frustrated out here on the left. The right back got the measure of him a little, so I thought swap that over, bring Alfie Flack on to just shore up that left side, and we managed to get this fella away, and right behind it, and opened his body up in a great finish into the bottom corner, to seal a pretty famous win against a real big gun of this competition.
Seal a good win, but plenty of relief with that 5th goal. But I must admit, you put it away with class.
Well, it was Ed that put me through, actually. And I had the centre back on my heels, so I thought I'd just get a shot away, hit the target, and I might have a chance. So I saw the little gap on the far post, took it and went in. It's buzzing.
But it must be nice to have scored a proper goal and not a free kick or a penalty, surely.
I'll take them as they come. Goals a goal, innit?
But Glynn, you said a massive victory. I mean, how important does this win mean to you and the lads and the county?
Well, I said at the beginning of the year that I thought this was a really talented group of boys. Talent is one thing, but it's then recognising it through the way you play. And to be able to turn Lancashire over comprehensively in the end with the scoreline shows that they are a bunch of players with huge potential still. And that, I think, is the importance of it today, is fulfilling that potential, and they can go on again in their football pathway, and we keep talking to them about their pathway and where they're going with their football. and keep challenging themselves to play at the very best level. And this today was another challenge, a level above Gloucestershire, and now we'll come up against either Essex or Sussex in the next round. If it's Sussex, they beat Somerset 3-1. We know we went to Somerset and lost 1-0. It's a home tie, quarter-final of a national competition, I believe, and that's the fulfilment, is recognising potential and delivering it.
And one final word, the one defeat this season, I think, was one game where Jamie Day didn't do the warm-up. Is that correct?
It is, and it's about the package. It's about all of it. And Jamie Day, just outclasses Yenzi in the warm-ups every single time. But I've got to say a big thank you to the fellow who stood in behind Mark here today, and that's Steve Massey, who made the trip across to watch Lancashire and Liverpool. Sent me a brilliant match report, individual breakdown. All of the players had a copy of that today before the game. As another one of my messages is, don't just play the game, think the game. And I asked them to read it, digest it, look at where their strengths and weaknesses were, look at where the individual strengths and weaknesses were, and see if they could capitalise on it. The centre-half not being the quickest, we capitalised. Making sure we were strong from set-piece for 95% of the time we were good at. So it's those little small margins that often determine a match. And reading through it, it gave me a picture of what they would be like and how they would play. And in that first half an hour, we're 3-0 up, because we didn't need to wait. They set up as they finished against Liverpool, so we knew exactly what we were up against, and the boys executed. So big thanks to Steve Mast.
Team effort, and one good thing as well, the next tie's home, so we won't have to wait for Matt missing the bus again, will we?
No, and actually, fair play to him. He got here last night because they unlocked the changing room for him. He slept in the changing room to make sure he didn't miss his lift this morning. So, well done, Matty. You did listen to me to come here a little bit early.
One final word. We must say that Steve Massey, who scored one short of 100 goals in the Football League, so he knows what he's talking about with strikers. He did give you the Man of the Match award. Unfortunately, the Magnum of Champagne is left at home.
It's a joke, isn't it? Absolute joke. Right, I'm going to have to go to Beehive in Elston. So.
Right. On that final note, well done, lads. We meet again